Hello everyone, Vijay 13 back with another review. This is the latest from Lorenzo Gaggiotti, Stockholm 17. It is the bicycle number 17 playing card and the unbranded version. There was also a cool freebie sticker, very nice. It says number 17 playing cards, and there's a Roman numeral for 17 within the 17. That's pretty awesome. Um, Also, if you had pledged for more decks, I did not feel like spending extra money getting extra decks just to get a couple of freebie decks. I would have preferred having the ability to add them on, and there was all sorts of discussions about that and some disappointment and everything. I think that I should be able to add on decks if I want and not just get them. I mean, it's absolutely fine if he wants to give away decks free to people who pledge extra money, and he's done that before, and I'm certain he'll do that again. But if people want to add them on, they should have the ability to do that. And making the excuses that it's extra work and hassles, it's just that. It's just an excuse. But whatever, it is what it is. The freebies were a mini deck, which I did want. Would have been nice, but I can live without, or I can get it elsewhere, obviously. And there was also a micro deck, which I did not want. I'm not interested in teeny tiny micro decks, unless it's one of those vintage toy card decks that has a little value in it. Because it's just, the micro deck is not that usable for anything. It's just a nice little neat thing to have. So I mean, as far as projects on Kickstarter offering micro decks and jumbo decks, they're not needed. Mini decks, okay, every now and then, but that's about it. Let's keep it to poker decks. So let's look at these. The bicycle branded one says bicycle on top, playing cards on the bottom. It says poker size. And then you see this Joker type guy, number 17. There's a Roman numeral 17, and there's also a logo for Lorenzo Gaggiotti in LG. And I should mention that everything, the writing, is embossed. Which you'll see right there. It's pretty cool. The other one is actually red, sexy foil with slight embossing, and it says number 17. There's a Roman numeral 17 within the 7. It says playing cards, and then again Roman numeral 17. Like I said, really nice. On the sides, this one's got 17 in red foil. The other one just got some diamonds. The other side, same thing. Top. This one just has some red foil and something under the seal. The other one just more diamonds. And then the bottom, they both got Stockholm 17 playing cards. This one obviously is in red foil. This one has an LG for Lorenzo Gaggiotti. And they both got, Stockholm 17.com and info on there, made by USPC, etc., etc. The back, basically see the back design. This one has red foil. Got a floral type element in the center. And it also has a bunch of embossing in white. For the rest of the back design, it's a little bit harder to see though. But you can kind of see it in there. And then this one is just got embossing all over the place. Hard to see though. I apologize, it's just a little bit harder to see. But it's there. But they're the same thing. This one just looks a little bit plainer because it's mostly embossed in white with a little red foil. This one you can see more obviously. And the seal is just got a Anno Roman numeral for 2015. Anno, of course, Italian or Latin for a year. And then it says there's a Roman numeral for 17 as well. And it's got a stamp type look to it as well. Just wanted to point that out. By the way, this is not the first 17 branded deck from Lorenzo Gaggiotti. He actually had a very limited print run they sold for United Cards and whatnot back when card launcher was being attempted. And it was produced by, I believe, Make Point Cards. And it was the same as the unbranded one, which I'll see in a minute. On the flap, bicycle trademark stuff and a 17, which is embossed. Pretty cool. And then we get to the cards. You do get a gaff card, which is half Queen of Diamonds and half Queen of Hearts. Here's your back design. Very nice red and burgundy colors. That flower type thing in the center. And just really cool. I like it. Simple, classic looking. Then you get this card here. It's basically a furred Joker. It's the Jacko. It's a Halloween themed Joker, which is pretty awesome. Got a crow on his head. He also has a reveal on his hand, which is, I believe, a 2 of spades. I'm not 100% sure. It's hard to read. And it says number 17 on this little spade bib. But I think that's pretty awesome, pretty cool. Then you get the other regular Jokers. This one is in red, says number 17. And Joker in black. And this one, same thing, except it has an LG. And Joker in red. And it's black. And then you get to the aces. There's a kind of a black cat on top of this spade pip. And it says 17 in red on the bottom. And Roman numerals for 2015 also on there. And then the other aces, very nice. You see there's a little tiny pip on top as well. On all of these. And then you get to the code cards, which are very well done, completely custom. Simple yet, classic type looking. There is, if you look closely, right around the border, some kind of foreign language writing, but I don't know what it says. I'm not going to attempt to try and figure it out. For some reason, this guy looks like he's got a knife and a fork. Kind of weird. Again, if I'm going too fast with the code cards, you can always pause and rewind. Hey, it looks like Leah, whatever her name is from Star Wars. And then you get the number cards, custom pip orientations and pips and indexes. A little bit weird, but they're pretty cool. That is that. I'll show you a little bit of the other deck very quickly. As soon as I put this one back together. So this one, on the flap, it says Stockholm 17 in foil. And you got a Roman, so that's a seal. And that's that. So that's really cool. I like the foil and everything. Then you get basically the same thing for the faces. You do get that gaff card. And you do get the Jacko as well. And the same Jokers. And the same aces as well. Ace of spades. And code cards and everything else are the same. The only other real difference is the back design. As you can see, it's more of a green color and some red. This is what the original looked like, and it's very nice. I like it, but I also like the red one, the bicycle red one. Oops, somehow I zoomed in instead of zoomed out. I apologize. Where are we here? Whoop. Don't know what the hell happened there, but whatever. We're good. We're all good. Of course, these are all USB-C printed this time around. Not like the original. Bicycle stock or better. And air cushion finish or better. Put this away. So they handle good, they look good, I like them. As far as the art, alright, so before my camera ran out of memory, I was, I believe, looking at the ratings. So as far as the artwork is concerned, Well, it is pretty much just a reprint and a recolor, but the boxes look very nice. And I do like the artwork. So I'm going to say 4 and... oh, I don't know. It's hard to say. How about 4.5 out of 5? I think that's pretty fair. Very nice. I do like the additional cards, like the Jackal and the Gaff card that we got here. And apparently another one sitting here. And I do like the new red color. This one, I do like all the effort put into the tuck pieces. They're fabulous, as you can see. So yeah. As for how usable the cards are, I'd say they're fairly usable if you wanted to use them for poker or playing card games or doing magic tricks. The court cards are nice, simple, classic looking. The number cards are also, pretty simple. Some of the pips are a little bit oddly orientated, but outside of that, they're not bad. So I would say a good 4 out of 5 for usability. Fairly usable. I don't see no issues. As far as handling is concerned, both decks have a nice finish and stock. They seem to handle very well. So I will say a good 4 out of 5 for that as well. So overall, I'll say 4 and a 4 out of 5. Very nice cards. Highly recommend them, or anything from Lorenzo Gaggiotti. You can probably get these at collectibleplayingcards.com. Not 100% sure. Maybe if they don't have them, they will have them in the near future. If not, they're available elsewhere, including Stockholm17.com for sure. But if you go to collectibleplayingcards.com, make sure you use the code VJOSE42 to get 10% off your order when you check out each and every time. So that is that. I'll see you next time. I like it. See ya.